Good morning. If you know of any black-owned franchise restaurants, by all means, please support them. Please support the black-owned franchise restaurant of your liking. However, I just want to give you all statistics on franchise restaurants and black ownership. In 2012, 8% of franchise restaurants were owned by black people. That's 8% of the franchise restaurants you see in the United States are owned by black people. Correction, have black ownership. In 2017, the number of franchise restaurants increased by 1.6%, and it was predicted by 2018 that the number of franchise restaurants would increase to 1.9%. Those percentages don't move the percentages of black ownership up very much. The numbers also show that it's taken black ownership this long to reach the percentage that it's at now. That means for every 10 franchise restaurants we see, less than one has black ownership. But I just want to be clear. Black people were not supporting Popeye's Chicken because they thought that it was black owned. Black people were supporting Popeye's Chicken because black people usually set the trends for things we do not own. And also, please note, potentially, we have an estimated spending power of $1.5 trillion a year. And we only make up 12% of the population. That means we will always be targeted for products.
Message!
So based on the numbers, the vast majority of franchise restaurants are not owned by black people. The CDC says that black people are more likely to consume fast food. Why would the CDC care about whether black people ate fast food or not?
Message!
After all, it's the Center for Disease Control.
Message!
The government gave grants as an incentive to put fast food restaurants in the black community. So when they talked about urban revitalization and minority entrepreneurship, what they meant was more fast food restaurants in the black community. Yes, they prioritize fast food restaurants over all the other industries. Black people are 1.5 more times likely to be obese than white people.
Message!
Again, a main component of urban revitalization or urban renewal was to place fast food restaurants in a close proximity of people that were impoverished. So many low-income areas are called food swamps. Think about the name.
Message!
So black people are targeted to be fast food consumers, and the Latino community is slowly creeping behind.
A lot of bad things happened while you were gone.
If you let bad things stop you, you won't be here for the good things.
Message!
But what am I saying? I'm saying we should support black business, not on accident, but on purpose. We need to be intentional when we support black business. That $23.25 million of free advertising was not purposefully spent for black businesses, and it benefited the majority of franchise owners and the corporation who are not black. If you want to get technical, the corporation still has the rights to the franchise restaurant and has the power to terminate ownership or not renew the contract. So when I'm speaking about black owned, I'm speaking about black owned, only being subject to one power, and that is that almighty dollar.
Message!
We need to support black business on purpose and not on accident. We should not be giving $23.25 million of free advertisement in 11 days for a corporation that is not owned by a single black person. If you want to support a franchise restaurant that's owned by someone black, then simply support that restaurant. Simply use your advertising power for that restaurant. We must aggressively support black business because our lives depend on it.
Message!
Wait for it. Free Blanche. Get money.